Hey there folks, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. I got something a little different tonight. This is from New Belgium. This is their VooDoo Ranger. Not special release, they crossed it out and put spicy release. This is Atomic Pumpkin. Now, VooDoo Ranger is an IPA. So, you know, you're already looking at a hoppy beer, and there's several different iterations of VooDoo Ranger, all pretty good. And this is Atomic Pumpkin, so it's a spicy IPA with pumpkin. So that's a pretty different flavor combination. Ale brewed with pumpkin, cinnamon, and chilies. So there's cinnamon in there and chilies. So there's going to be two different kinds of spice, or two different kinds of heat, I guess you could say. Because technically the chilies are, well, cinnamon is a spice, but the chilies are going to be what's spicy. Cinnamon kind of tends to bring a different kind of heat if you use it in a large enough volume. Anyway, this particular beer is 6.4% ABV, and I do not see an IBU rating on it. Yeah. Enjoyed by January 31st of 2021, so we're well within that tonight. But yeah, I could not pass this up. A spicy pumpkin IPA. I mean, you think about it, you got the hoppiness, the bitterness, you got spices with the chilies and the cinnamon, and then you've got pumpkin. There's all kinds of things to like about this beer. The question is, are they going to work together? Here we go, and I think I owe somebody, I'm thinking Jeremiah M., for tagging me on a check-in on this on Untapped, at least, pardon, maybe even last year, but it might be more recent than that. But somebody tagged me on a check-in on Untapped. And I'm sorry if I got the wrong name there. I should have checked it before I started this video. But got a decent head on that one. That has got a nice, clear, slightly hazy, but very much a yellowish orange, golden color to it. Yellowish orange. Probably more yellow where there's more light coming through, but slightly effervescent. There's still a few bubbles coming up from down below, but not a whole lot. And a little bit of haziness. I don't know if that would be from capsaicin oils, or from hop oils, or from any number of other things that are in there. But yeah, definitely a good-looking beer. I'm getting an overall hoppy bitterness, maybe a hint of pumpkin, and just the ever slightest faint whiff of spiciness, of heat. Well, that could just be my imagination preparing me, because I know to expect some heat from it, so I might just be imagining that, because it's very, very faint. No, when I get right down in there, some of the hairs in the very far back of my nose are curling, and I can't remember the name of the transition between the actual nostrils and the soft palate there, but there's a slight hint of burn in that area. So I'm definitely not imagining the spiciness coming through in the aroma. Yeah, mostly up front, it's a general hoppy bitterness with hints of pumpkin, and then that slight burn to it as well. Wow, that takes a few seconds to fully hit you. It's got a nice medium to medium light mouthfeel. It's actually pretty smooth and easy drinking going in. But what you get first is you actually get a mouthful of pumpkin. And then there's this little bit of hoppy bitterness followed by a strong cinnamon flavor with a hint of a burn to it. And then after you've swallowed, as it's working its way down your throat, the real heat from the chilies kicks in. Atomic Pumpkin is definitely an apt name for this beer. I mean, it's kind of got a little bit of everything. Pardon. And somehow, all those flavors work really, really well together. It reminds me of Firestarter from North Country Cider, where it's basically that's a hard cider that has some cinnamon and some habanero in it, but that tastes more like apple pie in a can that has some heat in the back end. But the way it's similar is that there are all these different flavors to it that just work really, really well together. In this particular case, is impressing me even more because you wouldn't think hoppy bitterness would blend really well with the pulpy, fruity pumpkin. Not like a sweet, fruity flavor, but you know what I mean, that pulpy pumpkin fruit flavor. You wouldn't think that would blend really well with the hoppy bitterness. I mean, either one of the two can definitely work with spiciness, although you don't tend to see spiciness in a pumpkin dish or pumpkin beer. But, yeah, somehow it's all just coming together just right in this beer, and the flavors are working together really well for me. I'm impressed. Yeah. I'm not picking out any particular hoppy notes. Maybe a hint of earthiness and some grassiness, but not really strong. Mostly earthy, but again, really, really faint earthy and grassy notes. Just an overall general hoppy bitterness right before you get that mouthful of pumpkin pulpy flavor, and then that cinnamon lingers on the tongue and starts to warm you up a bit before the real heat kicks in the finish. Yeah, it's definitely unique, and that's a full wow experience in that beer, because again, those different flavors, you wouldn't necessarily think they're going to work well together, but somehow they do. They don't interfere with each other, even though they've actually overlapped, and it's just a great experience. I gotta hit this one with a full-on 5 out of 5. That's just a very, very flavorful beer that, again, is tied together in a way that you wouldn't imagine would work, but somehow it does. That's awesome. Full marks for that. But that's just what I think about it. Hit me up down below in the comments, the email link down there. Love to hear what you have to say about the new Belgium Atomic Pumpkin. I'm hoping it sticks around for a while. I'm hoping it shows up again next year. All about the pumpkin beers right now. It's that time of year. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click on the little bell up there. Turn on your notifications so you get notified whenever I post a new review. Till next time, folks. New Belgium just dropped a bomb on me. Yeah, I know. Lame reference for those who actually got it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.